Welcome to our podcast, episode 29 on Alan Wake. I am joined by Skyslayer,
What's crack-a-lackin' my pimps?
and I'm re recording this because I forgot to mention something important the first time I recorded this. So, episode 30 is technically a recording older than episode 29. Anyway, let's begin on Alan Wake. So you've never played either of the two Alan Wake games that are out?
Nah,
Yeah,
I've captured some glimpses of the gameplay, but I've never watched it fully through.
yeah. But it's all about Alan Wake and his dealings with the Dark Presence, which I call the Living Darkness because of my series. And, it's like light versus darkness. Alan has to fight for his life and sort of is within a story because there's these manuscripts that tell what's going to happen before you know it's going to happen, and it's kind of interesting and men that way. So it's very
Yeah.
important to read the manuscripts, otherwise you may not be prepared for what comes ahead. And sometimes it can help you find like hidden things or yeah, so they can be useful.
Oh, there's one part that I will never get out of my brain after watching a small snippet of it.
What?
It's time to commit quantum suicide.
Yes, the Night Springs episodes, they are something. I need to watch them at some point because I didn't watch them when playing through the game, but definitely something on my bucket list of to do things.
Yeah, man. When I first heard that, I was pissing myself off in quantum suicide. How the
Yep,
he got karma in the end.
yep.
You
You,
never run a quantum machine off a plug.
yep, you gotta be smart.
Exactly.
That guy was not very smart.
He wasn't.
Yep,
As we discussed, one of his many other variants probably did use a battery pack instead.
yep.
Oh, but,
Double A batteries, everyone seems to use them, but you're the one person that used a goddamn plug.
I don't know how long a double A would work in a quantum machine. You would need something like a small nuclear fusion battery.
Well, I assume the machine, all its purpose was doing was stopping the gun from firing when he had it against his head.
And instead of killing himself, he was killing another version of himself, so that's the sounds of it. Which is kind of fucked.
Yeah, talk about murdering yourself across the multiverse.
Exactly.
Honestly, he kind of deserves the karma
Yeah.
because he's basically murdering an alternate reality version of himself to prove like science, but you're not thinking about the cost to the multiverse.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh man, it's definitely interesting. Another good thing about Alan Wake is the music from like Poets of the Fall, such as like the
Yeah, I'm listening to
songs,
one right now.
War and the Happy Song.
Yep, I'm listening to the happy song right now.
Yep.
As yeah, talking about this.
Yep. Yeah, they're pretty good, and Poets of the Fall have done other songs for like the other Remedy games. I'm pretty certain they also did the song that plays. It's either the song that plays during the like sort of concert part in the game where you're like at this concert stage for the old gods of Asgard, which were these two like guys who are now old, and they used to be like musicians, and like it's basically a holdout part where you gotta fight against the dark presence and hold out as long as possible, but there's some epic music going on. Um, and they may have also done the Lady of the Light song, which is an important plot point, which leads Alan to finding the Lady of the Light that he needs to help fight against the darkness and figure out what is needed, being the clicker, being like the magical weapon against darkness.
Wow.
Yeah, the first game's a bit slower. It takes a bit longer to wear down the darkness with your flashlight, and it's definitely a bit harder. So you have to actually use all your weapons, even on the easiest difficulty. But Alan Wake's American Nightmare on its normal difficulty is pretty easy to go through the game, only using the submachine gun you get very early on, and only like a few flares and a few berries. You don't even really need to use the secondaries or the flare gun. So yeah, but yeah, that is Alan Wake. So yeah, I think that'll do for this episode of the podcast. So thank you for watching the Hour Podcast.
Time to invest my stuff.
What?
Ah, you know what I'm doing.
Oh, invest like a venture capitalist?
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you.
I yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching.